Dear viewers, welcome back to a new video. There are some movies that seem to find their way back into our lives at exactly the right time. Movies we hear about from other YouTube channels, movies that people recommend over and over again, classics that we know we should watch, but then we discover that they are only available to rent or buy. And that can be frustrating. You hear someone enthusiastically talking about a great movie, you become curious, you search for it, and then you find out that you have to pay to watch it. Maybe you put it on your list and tell yourself, I'll watch it someday. And sometimes that someday never comes. Well, today I have some good news for classic movie lovers. Two movies that have been recommended by other YouTubers and that were not always easy to find for free are now available on Tubi: Forbidden Planet and Touch of Evil. And believe me, these are two very interesting movies to discover. Let's start with Forbidden Planet, the legendary 1956 science fiction classic. This is one of those films that feels like much more than just an old science fiction movie. It has an incredible atmosphere, a fascinating futuristic world, and ideas that still feel surprisingly ambitious today. What makes Forbidden Planet especially interesting is how influential it became. Its production design, special effects, electronic music, and vision of the future helped establish a new standard for science fiction. And even though the movie is now many decades old, there is something wonderfully imaginative about it. It has that special quality that many classic films possess. You can see the limitations of the technology of the time, but you can also see the enormous creativity behind it. And then we have Touch of Evil, Orson Welles' unforgettable 1958 film noir. If Forbidden Planet takes us into the future, Touch of Evil takes us into a dark, complicated world of corruption, suspicion, crime, and moral ambiguity. It is atmospheric, disturbing, beautifully photographed, and filled with performances that make the movie difficult to forget. Orson Welles brings an extraordinary presence to the film, and the movie's visual style is still something to admire. The famous opening sequence alone is worth paying attention to. It demonstrates how a filmmaker can create tension and suspense without needing to constantly explain what is happening. Yes. These are very different movies, but that is exactly what makes this double feature so interesting. One takes us to another planet and asks questions about humanity, technology, and the unknown. The other takes us to a world where nothing is quite as simple as it appears. And the best part of this video is not simply that I'm recommending these two classic movies, but you can find them for free on Tubi among other movies. And you have a big selection of all kind of movies: horror, science fiction, documentaries. I'm not getting paid by Tubi. I wish I was, but again, you will find them now for free playing on Tubi. And that is what makes a big difference. Sometimes the best movie discoveries are now new releases. Sometimes they are the films that have been waiting for us for decades. Don't forget to support the channel by subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up, and leaving a comment. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for my new video. Take care of yourselves and goodbye.